Hi, Sarah Katz here. I am a ceramic sculptor. Primarily, I do figures, but sometimes I make pottery, and I've worked with ceramic materials my whole life in industry and also in art. Um, I get my inspiration from working with models or from drawings or sometimes photographs. Sometimes I just make things up. I think about mythology, I think about the history of objects, but primarily I work with ideas about people and their relationships to each other and themselves and the world. So I'm in a new studio here. I was on Union Square for many, many years, and I had this very small space, and now I have a lot more space. I actually have a couple of buildings here, so things are a little bit spread out. I have all of my old work stored back there, and I'm really just starting to work in this new space. So I have here, let's see. So this is the piece that I'm putting in to this show, and I have it here so that I can photograph it. I set up this space here. I like to use natural light, and I have plenty of that around here. One of the things about being up here as opposed to in New York is that I don't have quite the access to models that I had there. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to deal with that, if I'm going to do less with models, if I'm sure I can find people up here, but I have not really started with that yet. But here is the new studio, and here is some work sort of still in process. These are like little sketches. I often start just with these little finger sketches when a model comes to pose for me. I find that if you try and determine a pose before the model comes, the model can never move the same way that you want them to. So it's better to just have them move around, have your idea in your head and talk to them about it and let them move around. Just before I left New York, I was working with these women who were burlesque performers, and they would come and they would pose for me in their costumes and their clothes, and I really loved working with them. That was a lot of fun. So this was a series I did some time ago of bird women, and they were sort of women who were part bird. It was sort of about them having their wild side. So, don't really know what else to tell you, but welcome to my studio, and I hope you enjoy the show.